Well, I'm just going to begin by asking, I mean, O is such a kind of lovable character and someone that you just kind of feel so much warmth towards. Was that part of the reason why you sort of felt attracted to this project, because of how his sort of likability?
Absolutely, because partially you could see it the second you saw a rendering of him. Before I even knew what the story was, as soon as you saw a drawing of him, he's just so open and just friendly looking. And if anything, my only fear was, it was like, oh, you might need a friendlier voice than mine to portray this, but they made it work, and I'm grateful.
And I mean, you can almost sort of see something of everyone inside, and you can always sort of relate to him. Did you sort of try to find aspects to his sort of personality that you could relate to help sort of getting into the character?
Well, it kind of just happened as we went along in the process. I really began tapping more and more into this kind of a general optimism a general hopefulness he has, about finding friendship, about making life on Earth, in this case, the best it can be, and he just has this view that everything's going to be great. And it was a nice reminder that quality does exist in all of us, but it's not one that we necessarily use 24 hours a day, and it might be helpful too.
Yeah. I was wondering as well, I mean, is it sort of easier to, when you sort of watch this film back, is it easier to kind of get immersed in it and enjoy it as an audience member? Because obviously you've lent your vocals to it, but so much is then done that it must feel like a whole different sort of project, I guess.
It does in many ways. When I finally saw the finished product, I can't tell you how much of it looked different than I'd even imagined in my head. Because, you know, when you're recording it, it's not there. They haven't drawn it yet. And it does feel... A lot of it, of course, feels very familiar, and a lot of it reveals itself in a way that I had no idea this was the movie we were making.
Yeah, and is there like a freedom that comes with doing an animation as well, I guess?
Yes.
Knowing that you're not always being judged, kind of visually at least.
No, it's true. It was the freest I have felt doing anything in a very long time. I've kept telling people that it was, in many ways, the youngest I have felt in a long time, because it reminded me of being actually quite childlike and just inventing stories, and everything was game and nothing was right or wrong. It was just what it was. And recording this was very much like that.
Yeah, and you seem to have obviously become quite good friends with Rihanna off the back of this project. Was that something that happened during this, or were you already sort of friends going into this project?
I'd never met her before this. And all credit to her, she just makes being friendly with her extremely easy. You know, she's quick to laugh, and she's quick to banter back and forth. She's an easy conversationalist, so she's a warm individual that makes life easy.
Yeah. Would you like to make sort of more movies from here on, and maybe particularly animations as well?
I would love to do more in general, but I would love to do more animation in particular, because it was such a rewarding process. With any luck at all, I'll get to make another home one. I'd love to play O again. He was so fun to get to voice for that long.
And as for sort of any actor who's involved in such a huge, successful kind of TV series as The Big Bang Theory is, I mean, obviously a lot of people will see you as Sheldon. Is it very important for you to kind of to take on as many different roles as you can, and to try and kind of show people your range, and also keep it quite fresh for you as an actor as well? Yeah, no, it's very interesting, and keeping it fresh for yourself is probably the most important part. But it is funny, you do want to do roles that are different, both for yourself and for your career. The irony is that almost everything I have gotten to do in the past 5 years and will always relate to the fact, you know, even if it's something completely different, there will be a part of it that relates to the fact that I'm getting that role because I did the TV show and played that character. So I'm grateful to both the show and to Sheldon in a way that will last a lifetime. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.